All right, a quick rundown on how to do your assignment. I'm using Mrs. Card's class as a template, and if you go to your class and click on Classworks, the Chrome Labs Write a Song project is your project. And make sure to read your instructions very, very carefully. You have 2 weeks to do this project. You need to use SongMaker. You need to have a melody, have chords that are created using stacked thirds method, and add a drum part on the bottom. Okay, so read these instructions. There are also instructions on how to save it, which I'm going to go through. So if you go over, the Google Forms link takes you to the way that we're saving it. The Chrome Music Lab link opens Chrome Labs. Okay, I already have one open since my internet is so slow, so I will go to that. And here is my song. Okay, so you notice I have a melody up top. Then I have stacked thirds. I took the melody note, I put it down here, and I did stacked thirds on the bottom. I didn't do that with every note. You don't have to. And I added here, there's not a note there, but I added one more chord. Then I have drum parts down here. I made my song longer than the default, and I did that by going to settings, and I changed the length to 8 bars. Okay, don't change how many beats are in the bars or what split the beat or what the scale is or start on. I also changed the range to 3 octaves. And what that did is now I have do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, and then another octave set of 8 notes, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, and then another octave, a set of 8 notes, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So I added some range. Now I can have higher and lower notes. And here's my song. Okay, and then it would repeat itself. So now that I have my song, or if I've been writing my song and I need to go do something else, I want to save it. This does not save in a normal way. It creates a link. So we're going to click Save down here on the bottom right. And my internet is very slow. Okay, once it creates a link, now you can go back to this link and see your song again. This link won't update. If you go back to the link and then change stuff and then go back to this link you created, it will not have the change stuff. Every time you make changes and go to move on with something else, you need to do this. Okay, so work on your song in large chunks so that you don't have to do this over and over, please. But I'm going to hit copy link. Now it copies that link. Now I'm going to go back to my classwork page, the assignment, and I am going to click on the Chrome Labs Write Your Own Song project submission. And this is a form, and this form, once it loads, will give me a place to add that link and submit it to me, and it will also send you an email with that link so that when you want to go back to it, you can look through your email and you will have a link to your song. So I think Mrs. Card was my tester class. And then I'm going to go here, and you can either 2-finger click and click paste, or you can use Control V and paste your link here. And then if I'm not done with my song, if I have to go to another class or do something else, but I've been working on my song, you would click no here. If you're finally done, you want to submit this for me to grade it, click yes. Okay, so I'm not done, so I'm going to click no. And then if you want to get a copy of your response, you can do that. You will automatically get an email of this response, and it will send an email. So I'm going to click submit, and I'll give it a little bit of time. But once I click submit, it will go through and it actually puts my submission here in a sheet, and then it automatically emails that information to you. So now I can sort with all the assignments that are done or not done. I can sort by classroom teacher, and that way I can go through and grade it. So what that does is eventually, once my email reloads, I will get an email here that tells me where my link is. Okay, so let's refresh this. I told you my emails or my internet is very slow. Oh, my internet might have dropped. This happens all the time. Let me pause the screen recorder until it's ready. Okay, we're back. So here is my email, and we'll see if the message will load. I should have done this before I started it again. Come on, message. Come on. All right, here's the message. So if I click on this link, it will take me to the song as I created the link. So then I can go back to my song. I'm not going to reload it because it's going to take forever. But I can go back to my song and I can add, say, oh, I want to change this note to that note. And I'm going to add a chord down here to the bottom. And I'm going to do all of my changes. If